Oh, hello. Hey, this is David with Mudslinger Pottery, and I'm out in the studio making mugs today. I had a customer contact me on Etsy, and she is looking for a mug that will have a bow tie on it. So I make little tumblers that I add a bow tie to, kind of my old man tumbler, and she contacted me and asked me if I could put the bow tie on a mug. So I said, yeah, sure. And then there's the process of speaking with them and figuring out exactly what they want and make sure it's something that you can do. So special orders can be a challenge sometime, but she was very accommodating. She told me what she was looking for. We went to my Etsy shop and looked at some of the glazes that I do, and she was happy with one of the glaze combinations that I do on mugs, and she said that would be great. So I said, okay, great. I will get busy and start making some mugs and put a little bow on it. But it was interesting for me because I asked her, how did you find me that I make bow ties on pottery mugs? And she said, I Googled pottery mugs bow tie. And she said, I popped up. So naturally, after I finished talking to her, I hit the computer and Googled pottery mugs with bow ties, and sure enough, an image of my little tumbler popped up, and it had my Etsy shop there, which is how she contacted me. So it was very interesting to me and kind of neat to see. So I'm going to get down here on the wheel, and we'll move this camera, and we will get busy making a mug and talking about special orders. Okay, so I have a bat system that I use for making pots. This bat goes down onto the bat pins, and then I have another piece that will fit into the hole right there, which is nice because then I have just this one piece with the pot on it, and I can store a whole lot more. It's just easier to move them around instead of if I had to each piece on a large bat. So let me get to work on another mug for this project that I've got going. Like I said, I am making 4 mugs with bow ties on them for a retirement for this woman's father. Apparently wore a bow tie every day at work. So I am always reluctant to take a special order. I find that when someone is making a special order, they have something exactly in mind. And unfortunately, it doesn't ever seem to get communicated real well to the maker. At least that has been my take on the few that I've done. I've had a couple of people who have ordered something and then they've come back later after they've ordered it and I've agreed to do it and tell me, oh, it's got to be this color, it's got to be this shape, it's got to be this size. And if I had known that originally, I probably would have told them, yeah, this is probably not a project that I'm willing or able to work through and get done for you. Because special orders, they take a lot. I mean, when I'm making like even this order, I'm probably going to make 8 mugs. Just so that I make sure that they come out right, they're all glazed. I only have till September 15th, and I would hate to get to September 15th and have only made 4 mugs, and then one of them has a glaze issue or cracks in the kiln. So you've got to have some backups. So I had an order a while back well, it didn't end up being an order, but someone asked me about a special order. And he said he was looking to get some mugs. So when I contacted him, I was basically looking for any way that I could get out of it. You know, what can I do that will let me say, no, that's not something I can do. So we got to talking about it, and I've learned some with special orders that you have to really be specific. You have to tell folks, hey, this is a handmade object. These glazes don't always come out the same every time. There's no way they're all going to be the same size. I don't do that. And you really have to tell them, you know, what you're willing to do and let them know. Communicate really well with this customer. So we went through it, and you know, I was afraid he was going to want 150 mugs, and I was just like, at a time, I just wouldn't be able to do that many. But we got to talking about it. He was looking for about 30 mugs, and that's very doable. And he wanted some wording on the side, and I do a little bit of wording for a friend of mine, and he liked what I was doing with that. So he said, yeah, that's great. He was okay with the colors I was doing, glazing. So we pretty much decided, hey, this is something I can do. But it was for a fundraiser, and he had to take the idea to board of directors, and I was looking for $30 a pot. I mean, I'm sure they were probably looking for them for a little bit cheaper, but that was discounted. I felt that was a pretty good deal, and so they never got back to me, and we didn't do that order. But I've heard a lot of horror stories of folks who took a special order and then had an issue. I had a friend that she made a full dinnerware set. This woman wanted a blue dinnerware set, and she looked at the glazes that she had and seemed fine with it. So when the set was completed, my friend invited the woman over, and she looked at the pots, and they weren't all the same color blue. There was variation, and the blue wasn't quite the right color. So she canceled the order, and here my friend had spent all this time making a full dinnerware set that just didn't work out. So I am very hesitant about taking a special order, and I have learned that, God, you better communicate with these people and let them know this is what I'm going to do. If that's okay with you, fine. We'll proceed. And I think the other thing you want to do is take a little money up front. Tell them, if you want me to do this, you're going to have to pay half up front, especially if it's something that you don't think you can sell somewhere else. So I'd love to hear your comments. Love to hear some of your stories of working with folks on special orders. And there's one more mug done. So hey, this has been David with Mudslinger Pottery here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Working on the mugs for this special order that I've got coming up. I would love to hear your comments of special orders that either went well or didn't go well. I'm hoping that I can build my YouTube channel, and maybe we can build a community of potters sharing some ideas and thoughts on the trials and successes of having a pottery business. So hit the like, leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and help me to build this channel and keep me encouraged to get out here and make some more YouTube videos and kind of keep this thing going. So thanks again. You all have a wonderful day. Bye.